Once upon a time, in Galaxy Drama, was a little planet called Comedy. Everyone thought that it was a great rock to live on until they ended up being the subject of a joke. Every new visitor should keep away from the Prankster brothers. These boys don't talk much. They just play awful tricks on people, like that one time when they poured glue on Stupid and stuck feathers all over him. Poor Stupid thought they did him a favor. After all, the feathers were warm. My personal favorite is the Fool. He actually allows people to play jokes on him. He does cartwheels at crazy heights, and he sings silly songs that make us chuckle. His clothes are patchwork of silly colors. If you want to make him happy, all you need to do is laugh at him. Mr. Irony is one of the most well-informed fellows I have ever met. Every time he started saying, "That is a wonderful idea," people actually cringe. We know that something ridiculous and obvious will follow after. Take that time when Mr. Miserly proposed to donate his used clothing to the orphanage. Mr. Irony actually said, and I quote, "That is a wonderful idea. After all, if the rags are good enough for you to wipe your feet with, they should be good enough for the children." Of course, I should not forget to mention his first cousin, Miss Sarcastic. My, that is one lady to avoid. She says nice words, but the sneer that follows would turn your heart cold. One time when I offered her the last piece of pumpkin pie, she said, "How kind of you! Is the pie bad?" My goodness, you should have seen me blush. Seamouse, who has the habit of describing one thing as being similar to something else, patted me on the shoulder and said, "Don't worry about her. Everybody knows that her tongue is as sharp as a knife." Metaphor, who labels people, grunted, "Knife? She is a snake, spitting her venom here and there. The more you squirm, the more she will spit at you, so act like you don't care." Seamouse and Metaphors are good friends to have around nasty company. I have to warn you about Oxymoron, though. He is harmless, but will confuse any newcomer with the way he talks. He has got this habit of using words with opposite meanings. I once heard him say to his girlfriend, "Loving you is sad bliss. I fearfully pray to see our union in the furthest near future." The poor girl, I assure you, was rightly confused as to his feelings for her. Miss Parody, the awful creature, enjoys imitating people by exaggerating their walk or their talk. Best not to give too much of your own opinion in front of her. She will repeat what you said word for word and twist the meaning around just from the tone of her voice. Mr. Farce writes good short plays, although his wit is an acquired taste. He will research another planet and do skits which make fun of their customs and habits. One time he made a lot of people angry when he did a show about their neighbor, Planet Chauvinist. He showed men lying around doing nothing while women served them hand and foot. Then he made the men declare that women cannot survive without them. Yet throughout the show the actors wheezed and struggled under the weight of their opulent forms. The live telecast across the galaxy caused an uproar in Planet Chauvinist. The president of Chauvinist demanded for an apology, else he would call for a galaxy-wide economic embargo on comedy, to be followed by a declaration of war. Did the threat scare anyone? I don't believe so. The satire even wrote literature on a tragic play, describing the end of comedy under the hands of the chauvinists. How was comedy expected to win against a group of the most self-sacrificing women? She also showed what happened to chauvinist males after the war. They died en masse from respiratory problems because no one was around to dust for them. Admittedly, Planet Comedy is home to some of the hardiest men and women. They laugh in the face of danger, and they mock any political threats thrown at them. They mimic their enemies' words and twisted those into jokes. These people don't go with a bang. They go with a laugh. Life is always good on this rock, as long as you keep your wits about you.